I don't hear as many instances of people who have been abandoned by their fathers. Or to me, growing up, used to hear about, oh yeah, this person, is just there for his mother. I don't know where his father is, stuff like that. At least in my generation,
Yeah.
I think now almost everybody that I know is very, very careful to look back and say, okay, how can I take care of my child? Even if they're not with the mom, or
Right.
something happened, they at least very carefully seem to want to take care of their child and to form a bond with that child. So would you say that
N-
fatherhood is becoming increasingly acknowledged, or is an increasingly significant thing?
I think, you know, as times change, some things never change at the same time, and sometimes when we in a particular situation, we see things differently from the outside. You still see a lot of women posting about deadbeat dads and all these things,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
it's sad sometimes to see. But I hope that when we start having more conversations and talking about things like that, guys can be more open to stepping up and taking the responsibility. For me in my circles, there's a mixture of us. There's some of us who've had our dads, some of us who haven't. And we all have our different experiences, and they influence how we grow up as men. But at the same time, it's something that has to be worked on considerable to that we can better it fathers in society. Even as a teacher and looking at some of the students, a lot of the troubled students, sometimes you find that they may have those issues. Not all.
yeah,
Some may have, because you have some strong mothers who can play the role of both mother
right,
and father.
yeah, yeah,
And sometimes it takes other people, other men in the family, to actually step in and play that father role. And when that happens, that's very commendable. Guys who can step in, whether it be as a stepfather, whether it be the uncle, or whether it be some other person, to just be that kind of role model. And sometimes for the kids too, it's the teachers too, the male teachers that they have in encounter, because nurturing plays a very integral part in how kids are raised. And we follow from what we see. We always mimic what we see happening in front of us. So it's good to have good father figures around, even if, say, the actual father isn't there. But kudos to the men who stepping up and being fathers in the relationship, whether they're there or not. It's, like I say, important, man.